Kerrigan, what she really does is she controls the early game. She's very, very strong early game with her potential ganks and, just the easiness of killing people with a combo plus Envenom plus, whatever teammates you have. But she gets weaker the later the game goes on, and at level 13 when she had Rewind, it was like, she got a really big power spike. That was when she got strong again after getting progressively weaker. Now she no longer has that, so she's kind of weak. The longer the game goes, I would argue, the weaker Kerrigan becomes. So now you only really pick her if you want to dominate the early game. But that being said, she's still viable, and today I want to show you guys how to play her. I'm going to ask one of my teammates to hold mid because I really, as Kerrigan, want to be roaming in the early game. I don't want to be stuck laning. Kerrigan is a terrible laner. Looks like there's an Illidan here. Alright, so now I'm pretty much free to roam. Looking at the lanes here, there's very little chance I'll be able to gank top lane. So I'm gonna come to bottom lane here and see if that Rhaegar wants to fight. Looks like that Rhaegar is very scared of the roam, so I'm just gonna go back mid now.
Night will fall in just a few moments. I hope you're ready.
Looks like Sonya is also ganking mid, which is great. I'm gonna get a double combo there. Got both of them in there, which was really good. It basically ensured one of the kills because there's nothing they could do to counter it with both heroes being stunned. And now I am just going to continuously roam around. I'm also getting ready to get the seeds on this map. Alright, so I couldn't get that guy. The more movement speed someone has, the harder it is to really combo them, and Rhaegar's just got 30% movement speed whenever he's in wolf form, so very hard to combo him, unfortunately. Here I'm just going to push this lane out a little. I feel okay with pushing this out because I see that mid lane's also getting pushed out really hard, and when all the lanes are being pushed, if they get the seeds, which they just did, then they're gonna have to sacrifice some experience. Now, looks like all the seeds there are gone, but there are some people here. There's actually a lot of people here. And I actually can't pull that guy over this little ledge thing here, so I couldn't pull him into the stun. It's kind of unfortunate, but my teammates managed to finish him off, and now we're gonna go after this Rhaegar. Looks like they're rotating 5 people, so I'm gonna call for the retreat here. This looks really dangerous. I'm gonna try and combo that Nazeebo. I got a 3-man combo once again, so I'm getting really good combos this game, but we're getting outnumbered heavily here. I'm gonna see if they want to fight me. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna jump to them, try and get a combo. Managed to get the Rhaegar there, but with healing and wolf form, he's gonna get away. So far the game looks pretty dead even. Dead even on seeds, dead even on experience as well. I'm gonna get another combo on that Illidan. Just barely caught him at the edge there. Managed to kill him with that. And now I'm gonna kill this thing for the health globe, and then leave to gank another lane. I haven't talked much about my skills, but it's the same as before. I'm looking at that guy to see. Okay, so he just tapped, so he will be coming out again. And I'm just gonna try and pull him in. Managed to get him. Easy kill. So going back to my skill build, level 1, obviously you get the primal sweeping grasp, which is primal range, or primal grasp, sorry, range increase. I'm gonna try and pull them into the tower there. Didn't quite manage to do it. And I don't have a tap anymore, so I'm just gonna recall. The reason why you want this at level 1 is because, like I said in my other video, the E is the second half of your combo, and you actually have to hit the E in order to pull, make the combo work. So making the range bigger, not only does it make it easier for you to hit the second part of your combo, but it makes it easier to hit multiple people with it. So you saw in the early game I was getting all these 2- and 3-man combos, right? And a big part of that is the range increase. I'm being pretty passive here because there's 4 of them, and there were only 3 of us at the time. Looks like there might even be 5 of them, honestly. They're just there's five people in mid lane. I'm gonna try and get a combo off. They all ran too fast for me to really do anything there. Now I'm just gonna get out. Losing a lot of HP right now. I'm gonna try and go tap here. Like, honestly, we only had 4 people there, so we should not have fought. Fighting was exactly what they wanted us to do, unfortunately. But it's okay. We're still slightly, actually we're still in the lead by quite a bit here, because they're not soaking whatsoever. I'm gonna combo that tank here. And actually, I'm just gonna get the kill on him by using an Envenom and Q and dumping all my damage. And you can see how strong Kerrigan is in the early game. She really does control the early game, whichever team can get her. So that's pretty much what I'm just trying to do here. Control the early game to the best of my ability. Oh, this guy flipped over. Try and get that combo on him. Couldn't quite manage to do it. And let's see. Looks like they have 3 melee targets. So this game, it would actually be pretty good for me if I went Maelstrom, but since I want to show you guys Ultralisk in this video, I'm going to go Ultralisk anyways. I went Maelstrom in another video of mine, which you can check out on my channel. It's very easy to find if you want to see how Maelstrom works, but for this game I'm going to show you guys how Ultralisk works, so you guys know how both of them work, really. I'm going to just toss out the Ultra immediately here. I don't even know where my Ultra went. Oh, there it is. Just get the Ultra into the fight so it can start soaking damage and forcing people to back off. Try and leap on that guy and combo him. Just barely managed to get it. And my Ultralisk. I'm gonna just continue distracting my enemies with my Ultralisk. Now this game has been very, you know, a lot of action in this game, so I'm actually gonna go back and do a merc camp so I can talk a little bit. So regarding my skill build, I already said why you want to get Sweeping Grasp. And at this point, I'm assuming you guys all know how to combo. So basically, the combo is you drop a W and you drop an E immediately after it. Now, if you don't know how to combo, basically, you can see there's 2 parts on your E, right? Separated by a line where my mouse cursor is. Now, if the enemy is in the farther part of the separation there where my mouse cursor is right now, then you want to put your circle, your W, on the inside part. So if I want to combo someone on the outside part, it would look like this, WE like that. And if they're on the inside part of the thing, so if they're where my cursor is right now, then you want to put the W under yourself. So it would look a little like that if I wanted to combo someone on the inside part of the E. So meanwhile, as I was explaining that, it looks like my teammates are getting wrecked. Weird, because it was a 4 on 4. Rhaegar is top, but what can you do? I'm gonna try and save him. Ooh, kind of missed that combo, unfortunately. I'm just gonna dump all my damage into him and see if I can kill him there. Yep, just managed to do it, which is good. Now, I also want to explain just a little bit about Ultralisk versus Maelstrom. Generally, if there's 3 melee targets or more, you always go Maelstrom, because Maelstrom is really good against melee targets, because melee targets tend to stand in the AoE of the Maelstrom, and the more targets get hit by the Maelstrom, the better, obviously. When there's 2 melee targets, you can pretty much make a choice. You can go Ultra or Maelstrom, either one is decent, depending on what you want. And when there's 1 melee target, then you want Ultralisk, because 1 melee target is, he's going to be the only person inside your Maelstrom, and that's just really not worth it in my opinion. Maelstrom doesn't do enough damage to a single target to justify that. And I explained this in my other video as well, so if you want more Kerrigan tips, feel free to look in that video. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the Ultralisk. So with this build, you can see I have Envenom at level 4, which is pretty normal. Oh, give me a sec here. As this huge fight breaks out, I'm gonna try and combo something. Missed it by a little bit there. I'm actually stuck in the zombie wall. I'm gonna let my Ultralisk do a bit of tanking while I go back and tap the wall here and combo this tank out. And at this point, I'm looking for the next weak target, which is Nzibo. I'm gonna jump over the wall, try and get him. Couldn't quite manage to do it. but I still have sprint, so I'm gonna sprint over, jump on them, try and get the combo. Got the combo on Rhaegar, but missed the Nazebo, which is the target that would have been killed with that combo, unfortunately. Just staying next to my allies here, trying to provide any support I can, but at this point we really do need to back off. Alright, so that wasn't so bad. I'm gonna back off and heal now. But like I was saying before, so with my build, I do get Envenom at level 4, which is very standard, but I get Battle Momentum at level 7. The other talents people get at this talent are Impaling Swarm if you wanna, you know, just do merc camps a bit easier, and also have Zerglings just randomly in the way for hooks or whatever. This is also pretty good, and people also get Adaption to jump to allies with Ravage. But I like Battle Momentum a lot more. And the good thing about the combination with Battle Momentum and Ultralisk is that, you know, Ultralisk is a 80-second cooldown ability, and it lasts for 20 seconds. So basically you can think of it as a, you know, more or less 60-second cooldown, right? Because of how long the Ultralisk lasts. And 60-second cooldown with Battle Momentum, that's basically like strafe level in terms of the amount of cooldown reduction. Oh god. Don't try and stun him there. Didn't quite manage to do it. He sprinted. I'm gonna sprint after him here and just use blood for blood on him to secure the easy kill. I'm gonna start killing these. Now, like I was saying, so in regards to the cooldowns of the Ultralisk with Battle Momentum, it's a really short cooldown. 80 seconds with 20-second uptime and Battle Momentum. Basically, that just means that I treat it like a strafe ability. And if you don't know what that means, that just means that every time I get a chance to use Ultralisk, I will use it. So, you know, if I'm ganking someone and I'll just use it. If I'm team fighting, I'll just use it immediately. Even if I'm like doing knights by myself, sometimes I just use it because, you know, the cooldown is really quite low with Battle Momentum, so you can afford to use it whenever you want. The same is not true for Maelstrom, because Maelstrom has a 120-second cooldown, which is much longer. Alright, so enemies have a plant here. Basically, I just have to defend this. I try and combo whoever I can. I jump on this guy, blood for blood him. He's dead. And, you know, at this point we are very much in the lead here. I'm gonna sprint to catch up to him, jump on him. Just missed my combo there, unfortunately. Hesitated a little bit too much. But we are still very much in the lead, and at this point, you know, we can start pushing this lane, because they're gonna be busy trying to kill the Terror in the top lane as well. I'm gonna jump onto this, try and combo him out here. I managed to hit him with it, but he's still inside the wall, so there's not too much we can do about that. And as you can see, there's 2 tanks in this, so this is a quick match. Anyways, like I said about the Ultralisk, I would literally just throw it out whenever I want, so I'm just gonna throw it out on that tower just to do a little bit of extra damage. Looks like this Meridian's trying to kill me, so I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna jump in at the end here, try and get a combo on him. Do the Envenom, and we managed to kill him. And right now I'm looking for a kill on the tank here. Ooh, that was pretty good. I'm gonna get the combo on blood for blood and instantly kill him. However, I think I might die for that. Nope, I managed to make it out just in time. So that was good for me. So right now we're pretty much heavily in the lead, so I'm going to go back to talking about my skill build. I already explained the synergy between Battle Momentum and Ultralisk. You know, I literally will just use it for anything. I'll use it to push down forts, use it for ganks, team fights. If I'm solo merc camping, sometimes I use an Ultralisk just to do night camp, so I don't take too much damage. You know, just because I think the cooldown is just really short. And obviously you only use it if you think you're not going to fight in the next 50 or 40 seconds or so. So definitely make your best judgment on that. Like right now, I'm gonna be solo merc camping here, so I'm just gonna use an Ultralisk to tank for me. I'm gonna combo these creeps here. Actually, should have killed the ranged knight here because it's the weakest one. And now that I've gotten this, I'm gonna go back and get our tear. The timing matches up nicely because, you know, my Ultralisk, as you can see, after it died, the cooldown is only like 35 seconds, right? And if I had been auto-attacking even more, it would have been even less. So you can see how fast cooldown reduction affects that. Level 13, I didn't speak about this too much yet, but basically now that Rewind's gone, the obvious option to get is Sprint. Sprint basically gives Kerrigan something that she was lacking before. You know, Kerrigan can get into fights really easily by queuing in. However, she had no way of getting out once she was in, right? So she was like a very all-in character. You go into a fight and then, you know, either your team crushes the other team or the other team focuses you and you explode. With Sprint, that changes a little bit. You know, it gives you an escape option. It gives you a way to get out of the fight, which is really, really nice. And that's pretty much it for that. Obviously, you can also use Sprint aggressively to catch up to someone to engage the fight as well, so it's very versatile. Alright, so here we have a plant. And late game plants actually do a ridiculous amount of damage to heroes, so if you see people like trying to fight your team like this, you can literally just whack them with the plant, and they'll almost certainly lose if they don't have a plant as well. So yeah. I mean, at this point, the game is pretty much over, so I'm going to say my last few skill builds. Level 16, of course, is Blood for Blood. That one's pretty obvious. It's an instant 15% heal of the enemy's max HP. It gives you nice burst damage, which is, you know, as Kerrigan, you really want to kill something in your combo as fast as possible. So generally, when you jump on a target, you instantly combo them, and then you Envenom them, and then you Blood for Blood them to just dump all your damage onto it. You know, drop your Ultralisk on that target as well. Do anything it takes to kill that target, because if that target drops, then you're most likely going to win the team fight, and that's what Kerrigan is really used for. Other than that, level 20, there are several options. Generally speaking, I will get Bolt of the Storm at level 20. The Torask is okay, but the problem with Torask is if you die before the you know, egg respawns the Torask, then you can't issue commands to it. So I've had a lot of situations where, you know, I summon my Ultralisk on someone, the Ultralisk dies and it's in the egg, but then my Kerrigan, like, I die as well, right? And when the Ultralisk respawns, there's nothing I can do. And it just, like, sits there AFK at whatever location it respawned. So that's really buggy, and because of that, I don't pick Torask. At level 20, if you're going the Ultralisk route, I would recommend you pick Bolt of the Storm. It's just too good to pass up. And that's what I would get. And that's about it for this guide. You know, it's a quick tips on how you play with the Ultralisk Kerrigan build. Covered what I think about Kerrigan post-patch as well as the skill build post-patch. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. I will be coming out with a lot more awesome videos, and I try and keep up with the meta to the best of my ability with my videos, so you guys will always get to see any new and interesting builds that come up in competitive play if there are any. So other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Leave comments below if you have any suggestions or comments, and thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.